Hello my fellow YouTubers. Today we're going to be repairing my Traeger smoker which took a dump. What I'm pointing to here are 6 Phillips head screws which need to be removed. So yeah, this thing started making a big racket and it just doesn't work anymore. Bad timing. I had company over when this happened, so not a good time to break. So this is the repair. So the first thing we want to do here is remove this hopper. It's held on there by these screws, and I'll remove them. And also be sure to empty the hopper before you do this, otherwise you're going to get pellets all over the ground. Then you have to work the controller through the opening here. It's kind of tricky a little bit, but not too bad. You'll see what I'm talking about. Now I'm going to show you what you're doing. You need to unravel your harness here. So it's got a plastic tie down. Go ahead and cut that off. So I'm going to plug it in here and show you what it did or is doing. Right like that. It's not turning the auger and it makes that horrendous noise. Now initially I had found that the auger was stuck. So I'll show you here. You need to make sure that it's free once you take this off. And I used a 7/64 Allen with a 5/16 wrench to hold the nut on the back. So yeah, I'm guessing that the auger got jammed, and I was able to unjam it and cause this gearbox to fail. And I'll show you what's in the gearbox here in a few minutes. So just make sure that your auger turns just like that. It should be nice and free. It should easily be moved. If you have to remove the auger, it's held there by this quarter bolt, and it's got a plastic Teflon washer in there. So I'm going to open up the gearbox here and see what failed. This thing basically is a transmission or gear reduction, whatever you want to call it. And I'm already picking out pieces of teeth off this gear. It's hard to see, but you can see there's a section that's stripped out there. And also, if you look at the gear is very sharp and pointy, so it's obviously it was wore out already. Anyways, it was just a matter of time before it fails. And here you can see the gap when I turn it. It shouldn't have that kind of play. So yeah, we're gonna have to replace this. I was able to find this on Amazon. Comes with a new gearbox and blower. So pretty easy, and all the hardware that you need. Just a matter of installing it. So here I'm using a quarter drive socket to remove the little bolts that hold the blower fan in place. This repair is actually pretty easy. Sure beats buying a new one. The kit cost me around 50 bucks. And it also came with a new igniter, which I'm not going to install. I'm just going to change the gear drive and the blower motor. So here's the new blower. Goes on really easy. Really simple task. Be careful not to over tighten these. These are self-tapping screws and you're screwing into this thin metal, so go easy on it. It's just snug, a little tug. Doesn't take much. Then go ahead and put in your connector. And don't get the connectors confused, but you'll tell by the color because they're color coded. And the other gear drive will have a red one, so you shouldn't be able to mix those up. And the gear drive just sits in there. It floats just like that. It's not secured in any way. The only thing that holds it is the actual pin for the drive. And just push it through and reverse the procedure. I also noticed that this one came with an extra ground strap, which I'll attach later. Just route the wire through an opening right there. And I shorten it up a little bit. You just had a little knot just to shorten the wire so it's not super long. And just plug it in. You see that goes with the other red wire. It goes there. And here's the extra ground strap. And I just attach it to the one that's already here. Just like that. Easy peasy. Now to give it a little test run. Make sure nothing bad happens. There it is. Looking good. Let's button her up. Now you want to tie off any loose wiring. because if you don't do this, it's going to hang down from the bottom of the hopper and it'll be visible. So you want to tie them up a little bit. And just make sure it's away from any of the fans or anything like that. Grab the hopper and set it right over the top. And then once you have it in position, you can go ahead and secure it with the screws. Work your controller through the opening. So here I made a little mistake. I didn't give myself enough wire length for the thermometer portion of it. So I have to pull some of the wire out of where I had tied it together. You'll see right here. Those two little white ones are for the thermometer. So I'm going to give myself a little more leeway here. It goes right through. And just kind of use your fingers to the temperature wires just to kind of get it through the opening. It's kind of tricky, just like that. And go ahead and put your screws on now. And same thing here. Don't go too crazy with these screws. I'm using a clutched driver here, so there's no danger of stripping anything. But if you're doing it by hand, just like I said, it's not hard at all. Okay, we're looking good. Now for the big test. Let's see if it works. So go ahead and just partially fill your hopper in case you have to get back in there for any reason. You don't have a bunch of pellets to deal with. Now we'll turn it on and then just wait for it to do its thing in the light up phase. Keep your fingers crossed. So it's starting to smoke here. That's a good sign. And after a few minutes, you should have a good flame. You should hear the fan running. And that pretty much does it. If you have any questions on this video, feel free to post a comment and I'll try and respond with my experience, at least with this Traeger. I'm nowhere near an expert in this Traeger thing, but I found this to be very easy to repair as opposed to buying a brand new one. So hopefully you find this video useful, and I'll see you next time.